Yoda was born in 896 BBY, and much of his early life is wrapped in mystery. What is known is that he was discovered to be Force-sensitive as a child and taken to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. From the start, he showed extraordinary talent, mastering the Force and lightsaber combat with astonishing skill. His early training was marked by discipline and a deep dive into the mysteries of the Force. Yoda's sharp curiosity and profound wisdom quickly set him apart from other younglings, and he rose swiftly through the Jedi ranks. By the time he earned the title of Jedi Knight, Yoda was already seen as both a fierce warrior and a thoughtful philosopher. His wisdom and skill eventually secured him a seat on the Jedi High Council, where his insights often shaped decisions during turbulent times. As a Jedi Master, he guided countless Padawans, instilling patience, mindfulness, and a strong connection to the living Force. One of his most famous apprentices was Count Dooku, and Yoda's mentorship of him showed his ability to cultivate both talent and morality. Yet Dooku's eventual fall to the dark side would remain one of Yoda's greatest regrets. Throughout his centuries of service, Yoda embarked on countless missions across the galaxy, negotiating disputes and striving to keep peace. He became a key figure in the Clone Wars, helping design military strategies while trying to limit the war's devastating toll. Though an unrivaled combatant, Yoda always championed diplomacy over violence. His experiences during this conflict gave him a deeper awareness of the Sith threat that loomed over the galaxy. That threat reached its peak with the rise of Emperor Palpatine and the execution of Order 66 in the Senate Chamber. Yoda fought a legendary duel against Palpatine, but even with all his mastery, he could not defeat the Emperor and was forced into exile. Retreating to the swamps of Dagobah, Yoda spent the rest of his days reflecting on the downfall of the Jedi and the triumph of the Sith. Still, he remained deeply connected to the Force, waiting for a new hope to arise. That moment came when Luke Skywalker sought him out. Despite his frail appearance, Yoda taught Luke crucial lessons about the Force, the perils of the dark side, and the need for discipline and inner balance. At the age of 900, Yoda peacefully passed into the Force, yet his spirit endured, guiding Luke and ensuring his legacy would never fade. Count Dooku was born in 102 BBY into the prestigious House of Dooku on Serenno. Like Yoda, he was identified as Force-sensitive early and brought to the Jedi Temple for training. Dooku's natural abilities and sharp intellect quickly earned him recognition as one of the most gifted younglings of his generation. Selected by Master Yoda as his Padawan, Dooku flourished under Yoda's guidance, developing exceptional lightsaber skills and a deep command of the Force. His training emphasized wisdom, discipline, and principle, shaping him into one of the Jedi Order's most refined knights. As he advanced, Dooku's natural leadership and unmatched dueling abilities became well known. His reputation as one of the Order's greatest swordsman was secured, and he soon earned the rank of Jedi Knight. In time, he trained his own Padawan, Qui-Gon Jinn. Their relationship was transformative, with Dooku instilling in Qui-Gon a respect for independence and the living Force, a philosophy that stressed instinct and the present moment. Their partnership was marked by profound respect and frequent philosophical debates that often questioned the Jedi's stricter traditions. Over the years, Dooku carried out countless missions, mediating conflicts and upholding justice across the galaxy. His intelligence and diplomatic finesse made him indispensable in negotiations, while his noble demeanor commanded respect. These qualities helped elevate him to Jedi Master and a seat on the High Council. Yet, despite his accomplishments, Dooku grew increasingly disillusioned with both the Jedi and the Republic. He viewed the Republic as corrupt and ineffective, and he believed the Jedi were failing in their ability to bring true order. The tragic death of his former apprentice, Qui-Gon Jinn, shattered him further. Qui-Gon's death, the result of the Council's blindness to the Sith threat, confirmed Dooku's fears that the Jedi had lost their way. He came to believe their rigid traditions had cost lives and weakened their influence. Disillusionment gave way to open frustration, and eventually he made the drastic decision to leave the Jedi Order. Returning to Serenno, he reclaimed his title as Count and began seeking an alternative path for the galaxy. That path led him into the embrace of the dark side, where he fully abandoned the Jedi and rose as a Sith Lord, sworn to oppose the very order he once served. Qui-Gon Jinn, born in 80 BBY on an unknown world, was recognized as Force-sensitive as a child and taken to the Jedi Temple for training. His natural ability and inquisitive mind quickly distinguished him. Trained as the apprentice of Jedi Master Dooku, Qui-Gon was shaped by his master's philosophical teachings, which deeply influenced his outlook. Under Dooku's mentorship, he developed remarkable skills in lightsaber combat and a strong grasp of the Force. Unlike many of his peers, Qui-Gon was drawn to the living Force, a philosophy that emphasized trusting instinct and the Force's immediate presence. This belief often put him at odds with the Jedi Council, which leaned toward the broader, future-focused cosmic force. As a Jedi Knight and later a Master, Qui-Gon gained a reputation for his independent spirit and unorthodox methods. He trained several Padawans, most famously Obi-Wan Kenobi, guiding him with a balance of firm discipline and compassionate wisdom. His missions frequently carried him to the farthest reaches of the galaxy, where he encountered diverse cultures and moral challenges. Guided by the living Force, Qui-Gon discovered Anakin Skywalker on Tatooine and became convinced that the boy was the prophesied chosen one. Despite skepticism from the Council, he insisted on Anakin's training, showing his readiness to defy authority when he believed the greater good demanded it. Qui-Gon's life ended when he was assigned to protect Queen Amidala and investigate the return of the Sith. On Naboo, he confronted Darth Maul in a fierce duel, fighting with unmatched determination, but he was ultimately struck down, suffering fatal wounds at the hands of the Sith Lord. His death devastated Obi-Wan and altered the future of the Jedi, yet Qui-Gon's influence did not fade. He became the first Jedi to uncover the path to immortality through the Force, learning to exist beyond death. This secret, passed on to Yoda and Obi-Wan, ensured that his wisdom continued to guide future generations. Plo Koon was born on Dorraine, a harsh world with a toxic atmosphere. The Keldor species adapted to this environment, requiring protective masks and goggles in oxygen-rich settings. Identified as Force-sensitive early, Plo was brought to the Jedi Temple, where his natural ability and deep moral compass set him apart. As a Padawan, he trained under Jedi Master Wookiee Tuvaka, a strategist known for his compassion. Under Tuvaka's guidance, Plo developed exceptional telekinetic skills and piloting abilities, while embracing the Keldor values of service and justice. His rise through the Order was steady and marked by loyalty, discipline, and countless missions. He earned the titles of Jedi Knight and Jedi Master, eventually becoming a member of the Jedi High Council. Known for his calm presence and keen strategic mind, Plo was admired for his empathy and ability to see potential in others. During the Clone Wars, he commanded the 104th Battalion, also known as the Wolfpack, forging a strong bond with his clone troopers. His leadership in battle and personal bravery earned respect from Jedi and soldiers alike. Plo's life was cut short during Order 66. While piloting his starfighter, he was ambushed by his own clones, who had been forced to obey the deadly command. Despite his skill, he was overwhelmed, shot down, and killed in the crash. His loss devastated those who served under him. Beloved for his wisdom, fairness, and compassion, Plo's death was not only a tragedy for the Jedi, but also for the entire galaxy, which lost one of its most principled defenders. Mace Windu was born in 72 BBY on the planet Harun Kal. Orphaned at a young age, he was discovered to be Force-sensitive and brought to the Jedi Temple, where his natural ability and determination quickly set him apart. His early training was intense, and as a Padawan, he became known for his focus and unwavering dedication to the Jedi Code. Under the guidance of his master, Windu refined his lightsaber technique and deepened his understanding of the Force. He eventually developed a unique fighting style, Vapad, which allowed him to channel his inner darkness without succumbing to it. This mastery made him one of the most formidable duelists in the Order. Windu's leadership and skill earned him a place on the Jedi High Council, where he became second only to Yoda in influence. He was a powerful voice for discipline, order, and adherence to Jedi principles, guiding the Order through some of its most difficult trials. During the Clone Wars, he served as a general in the Grand Army of the Republic, and his combat brilliance turned the tide of several major battles. Windu also grew suspicious of Chancellor Palpatine, suspecting him of having dangerous ties to the Sith. His suspicions proved correct when he discovered Palpatine's true identity as Darth Sidious. Windu confronted him in a duel, managing to disarm the Sith Lord and nearly ending his reign. But at the crucial moment, Anakin Skywalker betrayed him, intervening to save Palpatine. Struck by Force lightning and hurled out a high-rise window, Windu was presumed dead. Yet his fall became one of the great turning points in galactic history, opening the way for the Jedi's destruction and the rise of the Empire. Rumors and theories suggest Windu may have survived, but his fate has never been confirmed, leaving behind a legacy marked by power, wisdom, and betrayal. Kit Fisto was discovered to be Force-sensitive at a young age and taken to the Jedi Temple for training. His natural aquatic abilities and sharpened senses made him a rare and valuable addition to the Jedi Order. Kit's early training stood out for his enthusiasm, adaptability, and his strong connection to the Force. His skill with a lightsaber led him to Master Shi-Cho, a combat form that perfectly matched his smooth, flowing style, whether on land or beneath the waves. His dedication and talent elevated him first to Jedi Knight, then Jedi Master. Kit's reputation as both a fearless warrior and a compassionate leader eventually earned him a seat on the Jedi High Council. During the Clone Wars, he served as a general in the Grand Army of the Republic, leading crucial missions that won him respect from Jedi and clone troopers alike. But Kit's story took a tragic turn. His final mission placed him at the center of one of the galaxy's greatest betrayals. Standing alongside Mace Windu and other Jedi Masters, Kit confronted Chancellor Palpatine himself. You won't believe how quickly the duel turned. Despite his courage, Kit was overpowered and struck down by Darth Sidious. Though his life was cut short, his legacy endured, remembered for his loyalty, leadership, and the inspiration he left behind. Obi-Wan Kenobi was born on the planet Stujun in 57 BBY and discovered to be Force-sensitive as a child. Taken to the Jedi Temple, he quickly showed promise, mastering the basics of Jedi teachings with focus and discipline. He was chosen as Padawan by Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn, under whose guidance Obi-Wan sharpened his lightsaber skills and deepened his understanding of the Force. Their bond was strong, built on respect and experience, though Obi-Wan's strict devotion to the code often clashed with Qui-Gon's more flexible ways. Obi-Wan's life changed forever when Qui-Gon was mortally wounded by Darth Maul. Driven by grief and determination, Obi-Wan struck Maul down and honored his master's dying wish by training Anakin Skywalker. As Anakin's mentor, Obi-Wan faced constant trials, but he remained steadfast, guiding his apprentice through the Clone Wars. His leadership and combat skills proved vital to the Republic, and he became a respected general in the Grand Army. Then came the greatest blow, the fall of Anakin. After Order 66, Obi-Wan discovered his apprentice had become Darth Vader. Their fiery duel on Mustafar ended with Anakin broken and scarred, but Obi-Wan could not bring himself to end his life. Carrying the heavy burden of this failure, he went into hiding on Tatooine, watching over Anakin's son, Luke. Living under the name Ben Kenobi, he waited for the day the boy would be ready to learn the truth. Years later, Obi-Wan revealed his true identity to Luke and began his training. His journey reached its fateful climax aboard the Death Star, where he confronted Darth Vader once again. In a shocking act of sacrifice, Obi-Wan allowed himself to be struck down by Kameen, becoming one with the Force and ensuring Luke's escape to continue the fight. From Qui-Gon Jinn to Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Jedi have faced impossible trials, battled darkness, and shaped the galaxy's fate. Their courage, wisdom, and sacrifice define the Force itself. Didn't see your favorite Jedi on this list? Stay tuned for part 2, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out more related content shown on screen.